Alright, let's do the next one, which is a new battleground. Let's see how much more to go from here. New battleground. So 3 more after this. Here to see Command Annual, I take it? This way, please. Our request for an audience with the Sultan has been accepted. Before we depart, I shared that we have learned since last we spoke. The blasphemy continues to elude us, and while driving others to succumb to despair and turn. And with the Ala Mhigan and Ul'dah forces searching for signs of the beast and more potential victims, we have yet to discern a pattern of the chaos. Nevertheless, if our blasphemy is like the others, its behavior is likely dedicated by the passion and regret of the man it once was. Therefore, any information concerning him and the life he led may help us track it down before he can strike again. We don't want the people to shun the families of the skulls any more than they already are, but the fact remains that the vast majority of the beasts have been born from them. They are the ones at the greater risk of turning, without any question. Forja concerns me too. She came close to transforming once before, so I think it might be better if we keep her out of this after all. Seems like a waste for a capable soldier. She deserves a chance to make amends. I'm inclined to agree with the Taurus. She was able to resist the transformation and has shown no signs of succumbing to them since then. If she wants her to pay the part, I will say we'll let her. If only I could go in her stead. Actually, I was hoping you'd come with us to meet the Sultana. I believe she'll be benefit greatly from your understanding of the struggles of our people's face. You gain an experience too. While she's not the sort of to banish a sword and change in charge in the battle, you soon will discover she is the champion of her own area, as brave as any warrior. I doubt you have much to learn from the likes of me, but it would be an honor to make her acquaintance. Arenvald and I will go ahead and wait for you at the hustling strips. We'll see you soon. It would be really nice to give me a free teleport to Ul'dah, but guess not. But where is that? It's over here. Ah, there he is. Hello, Raubahn. How are you doing? Ah, there we go. Master Popson was just telling us that Nanamo, or should I say Lady Ul'dah, has gone to another of her jousts about the city. Though it is not in my place to question her grace's judgment, I do wish she will have consulted me before running off her own, and perhaps I am overtaking it, but unlike her to keep the guests waiting. If I may say so, sir, with the blasphemy appeared throughout the land, it is a dangerous time to go about for a stroll. I suspect that may be the very reason she wishes to see you for yourself. Now that she synthesizing fair in these trying times. Even so, it's downright reckless. We'll find her. No, I couldn't possibly allow such esteemed guests to... Come now, we might be here on official business, but we're old friends. And as I may remember, I have a knack of tracking down errant sultanas. Some might say that knack is a rather charitable. I should be glad of assistance. I take a look around here. Quizzling the locals will give an opportunity to learn about recent going-ons in Ul'dah too. No. Well then, there's no time like the present. Fear not! With me on the case, this will be over before you know it. Sure, Raubahn. Alright, so we need to go to Sapphire Avenue. Sapphire Avenue. Alright. It's been some time since I last roamed these streets for our young Lydia. As a matter of fact, Papa-san and I should have competed to see which of us could find her first. As I recall, most of the contests ended in my favor. The trick is, you see, is not to look for disguise, but pay attention to the gestures and mannerisms, the tiniest movement that might give her away. Come, I show how it's done. Okay. Follow Raubahn and lead, and try not to fall behind. Alright. Follow my lead now, Taurus. She's fond of procuring... I mean, I didn't read it fast enough as I was talking to him. If she's not here, where could she be? What if she has been abducted? I don't think that'd be the case. It's not one of these pots. Perhaps not. I've never known her to be this elusive. That's odd. I tried all her usual hunts, so unless she's hiding inside the barrel or something, equally nonsensical, she must be elsewhere. Gods, why she ever chose to come all times to run off? What if she's been abducted or run afoul of a beast? There's no need to assume the worst. We should keep looking, Raubahn. You're right, I know, but it's hard not to worry. Where could she be? Come to think of it, something that Papa-san said caught my ear. He told us that she went on this excursion because of the emergencies of the blasphemy and the beast, to better understand how the people and the company coping with the situation. If so, she've decided to seek out the most imperative and the sensitive Perlane then. Might ask you to lead the way. I admit my ability of tracking missing person has been dulled somewhat. Alright. Perlane, yeah, okay. I'll come, you keep it, yeah. Yes, I know about this. Let's go. Tally-ho! Finding a missing sultana. What you gotta say, Raubahn? Well, it might be so immediately obvious. Conditions here have improved considerably of late. Her Grace continues support of the rebuilding efforts and Garlemald, which has led to the creation of many jobs for the locals, both here and on the other side of the Blasphemy wall. That's nice. And how about this one? In every society, there are the haves and the have-nots, and seldom in this divide them more solely felt than here in Ul'dah. Many of the young men are able-bodied work for Loloritos as guards, though he earns more of it in the afternoon than most will in the lifetime. Uh-huh. Okay. And how about here? Speak of the devil, look at that, there's the sultana. Nana! Lady Lydia! Raubahn! What are you doing here? And notorious too, when I'm glad to see you both. Our meeting is not yet due to commence in several bells. What's the meaning of this? We were worried, and with good reason. There are far too dangerous times to be roaming about alone, Your Grace. Some things never change, but I assure you, I'm quite capable of looking after myself, in my own city of all places. More importantly, I wish to observe firsthand how the people have been faring of late, that I might be better prepared to participate in our discussions later. But I have finished. You will be confronted to hear. Then pray allow us to escort you to more asumeral surroundings. Would you care to ride on my shoulders? Certainly not! You've already attracted more than enough attention. Oh, Raubahn. Alright, time to go back to the Sultana upstairs. Alright. Oh, look at now, she's back to her regular outfit. Honestly, I really don't like what it looks like. It looks like a giant turtle she's wearing. Granted, you know, Lollifiles are like potatoes in this game. Well, that's what the general populace calls them. I thank you all for making the journey here during these difficult times. And it's not my pleasure to probably make your acquaintance. On behalf of all the people of Yorza, allow me to express my sincerest gratitude to for your continued dedication to the cause. With respect, Your Grace, I'm just a soldier. Or rather, was a soldier. Still, I say the Commander Idly would not make such a distinction, and neither will I. You will yet serve your people, and you have provided solace to many of Ala Mhigans' most vulnerable. If we were to deal with this threat, we must forearm ourselves with the knowledge. I understand you come here bearing information regarding the blasphemy and its victims. We have indeed. Hence, that they need to locate families of the Kanaplupi members who have fled to Tanana. There is no end to the struggle faced by Ala Mhigan refugees, and most who once pledged allegiance to the Empire are no exception. But rest assured that the inseparable of their past, all will be treated with even hand. All will be afforded such aid as I am able to provide. Wow. Magnanimous as always, Your Grace. If I might be so bold, I have a question. What do you have in mind for those who must risk for undergoing the change? I believe there is but one resource. Earnest and open dialogue. While some are born into undeniable wealth, others suffer greater hardship and oppression. The circumstances of our birth are beyond our control. Our fate subject to the whims of the gods, some will argue. I once thought of myself as a prisoner to my fate. Figurehead, helpless to watch on my people starve. A powerless puppet. I wanted nothing more than cast it all aside, to feel free for all, but failed for my naivety, and then was afforded a second chance to my pilgrimage. The world is unfair, terribly so, but we have the power to push back against inequalities and injustice. If not overcome them on base of occasion, to love our neighbors and share in life bounties, to open our hearts to come together as one. Truer words were never spoken, Your Highness. But, with the support of the people, such words are not but vain pleasantries. Thankfully, my attempts to make inroads with the Montreses have met with some success. Despite differing views on many subjects, we have yet strived to find common ground. Common ground, you say? We've been powering all of our efforts into aiding families of the Trinalupi, and while it seems to help a degree, some have still succumbed to the turn. Of course, they're not the only ones in danger. Ala Mhigans everywhere where they side with the Empire. Of course, they are not the only ones in danger. All Ala Mhigans everywhere, whether they side with the Empire, fought for the resistance, or were caught in the middle, they all suffered. They all wake up at the night, at times haunted by the memories of death and despair. We know what happens if those feelings were left to fester. The legacy of the Imperial occupation will not soon be forgotten, but rather than seek out for help, mayhap it is necessary to remember, to acknowledge and accept the truth of it, that they may properly mourn for those who have lost. A remembrance. I propose we hold a memorial ceremony for those who have died during the war. Everyone, no matter who they are or what they did. Let them be love. Let them be hatred. Above all, let them be remembered in remembering of the dead. In their honor and their sin, they will live in Ala Mhigo may yet find a silver of common ground. It is a noble sentiment, but bringing together the people who had reason to distrust one another and risk inflaming the tension could be a recipe for disaster. Then again, we can't keep ignoring the myriad in the room and doing nothing to address this situation. As long as I be able to leave it to the individuals to decide where or not to attend the ceremony, I think it's worth a try. Organizing an event of this scale will require a great deal of efforts, so I'll offer my full support. Once I know what needed, come to me and we'll put the plan in action. Obviously, some will bark at the idea, which is perfectly understandable, so I'll be listening to their opinions as well. After all, we want to be a ceremony that brings Ala Mhigans together. Hear, hear. And I was wondering, Your Grace, if I might ask about your approach to, well, talking to the people, winning them over. And as you can tell, I am no politician, so I'll be grateful for any advice you can share with me. Why? I would be delighted to. As a matter of fact, I have a number of matters I wish to discuss with you. In that note, I suggest we'll make back to Ala Mhigo. I guess so, we're not needed here, so let's report back and tell everyone about that plan for a memorial service. Alright, back to Ala Mhigo we go. Alright, up we go! Alright. Hello, Raubahn. I knew Elvan would make good impression, but he outdone himself. Not only he found a new avenue in the life explorer, he is taking it with considerable applause. And while his proposal Memero Samurai is bound to have some detractors, I have faith that it will come around. Not all, but enough, I pray. For our part, we must stand at the ready for whatever may occur, and send word if there are any developments. Sure thing, Raubahn. Thank you guys for watching this recording session on Fantasy XIV Endwalker, the Healer's Role Quest. If you have any comments, you can put them down below the video as well. If you like this video, please click the like button. It is very much appreciated. And if you're curious for future projects down the line, you can probably give my channel a look. If you like the content I've been uploading there, you can probably subscribe. If not, that is alright. But if you're going to, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified for future content in the near future. And as always, I have 3 projects which are going continuously on my channel, which are Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MSQ, Roboticus, Jobcus, Minions, Mounts, or anything are related to Fantasy XIV. Secondly, which will be FGO NA for the Lost Ball 4 to 5. Rather, 6 is also included, but it's been released recently. Not to mention for the role videos for the future servants, which are going to be released soon, which I need to get back to playing FGO. And thirdly, which will be the event quests, the challenge quests, which I'm still trying to work on my channel because I have a bunch of them in my backlogs. And my last project, to say the least, is Fire Emblem Tree Houses, which I keep saying this in my outros that I have a bunch of them working on. It is there, I just need to set time to actually work on that and I can actually upload them to my channel. So, with that, this has been Ravensleep45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.